In the clearest sign that investors continue to be dismayed by the response from the Trump administration, all three indexes, the Dow, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, plunging over 7%. With the Dow now officially entering a bear market after it passed a 20% decline from its peak, amidst widespread pessimism and negative investor sentiment. The market sweeping aside the president's national address as a failure to deliver a comprehensive economic and public health response to COVID-19.
After consulting with our top government health professionals, I have decided to take several strong but necessary actions to protect the health and well-being of all Americans. To keep new cases from entering our shores, we will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days. The new rules will go into effect Friday at midnight.
The European Union lashed out at Trump's decision, expressing its firm disapproval.
The coronavirus is a global crisis, not limited to any continent, and it requires cooperation rather than unilateral action. The European Union disapproves of the fact that the US decision to impose a travel ban was taken unilaterally and without consultation. The European Union is taking strong action to limit the spread of the virus.
In addition to travel restrictions, Trump proposed a series of economic relief efforts, including a request for Congress to approve $50 billion for low-interest loans to small businesses and a temporary tax cut.
I will be instructing the Treasury Department to defer tax payments without interest or penalties for certain individuals and businesses negatively impacted. This action will provide more than $200 billion of additional liquidity to the economy. Finally, I am calling on Congress to provide Americans with immediate payroll tax relief. Hopefully, they will consider this very strongly.
With thousands of more cases of coronavirus expected in the country, the NBA suspended all games until further notice. California and Washington State are restricting gatherings of 250 people or more. New Rochelle in New York State established the first containment zone due to an outbreak cluster. School districts have closed. Churches have shut their doors, as people are encouraged to impose social distancing in general.
I am ordering, pursuant to my emergency powers, that certain events in King, Snohomish, and Pierce County with more than 250 people are prohibited by order of the governor. These events that are prohibited are gatherings for social, recreational, spiritual, and other matters, including but not limited to community, civic, public, leisure, faith-based, or sporting events. Parades, concerts, festivals, conventions, fundraisers, and similar activities of that dimension are prohibited as we go forward.
The United Nations is seeking to reduce staff numbers at its headquarters and has cancelled all public tours until further notice. There is a sense of heightened awareness and vigilance in the United States. Public transport, usually swarming with people during rush hour traffic, is much quieter as companies encourage staff to work from home. Over 1,200 people in the country have tested positive in 42 states, including Washington, D.C., with 37 deaths confirmed to date. Sherman Ricebees, SABC News, New York.